sun glaring in, my goodness. Hello on a very sunny, as you can see, Tuesday afternoon. It's the I think it's the 7th of October, that's right. I should remember that because it's my brother-in-law's birthday and my nephew's birthday today. My nephew's 18, I cannot believe it. Time goes so quickly. I've made myself a lovely latte. You probably know, I'm not going to be able to show that, but it's really, really lovely. I'm going to have another sip. My latte art leaves a lot to be desired though. It's something I really need to practice. But I wanted to come on here because I've been saving up quite a few book deliveries that I wanted to show you. The first one isn't a pre-order signed one. It's one that I bought from Amazon, which is the Creative Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Please ignore my pronunciation. And I actually bought this from the dreaded Amazon, which I am trying to stop using because, as I've said in a previous video, I really want to be careful about where I spend my money these days. Obviously the world is just quite a scary, awful place at the moment, and I'd rather my money went to people that it does some good in, rather than billionaires that, you know, be the billionaires that be billionaires. So I've cancelled my Prime membership, actually. That ends today. And I bought that book, I think it was at the weekend, and I'm going to try my best not to order from Amazon as much as possible, but they do have you kind of over a barrel. They've made it so easy to be able to just order something that be here the next day, but I'm really going to actively try not to do that and not to start Prime again, although I'm going to have to at some point because I do want to watch The Boys when it comes back and Fallout when it comes back. So we'll see how it goes. But I mean, no one's perfect, are they? But I am going to try my best to spend my money more moral, kind of look after their staff kind of businesses and local kind of businesses as much as possible. Like I say, no one's perfect, but I'm just going to do what I can. But anyway, moving on to another big company that I order from, Waterstones. Not quite as bad or as morally questionable as Amazon. I'm just going to remove that plastic band. Please excuse the noise. So yes, Waterstones, also a huge company, but I do like to buy, I mean, these are all pre-ordered signed books, and like I've said before, I do like to collect these. And while you can get some signed books from the smaller booksellers, and I am going to start trying to do that more, there's some that I just not sure whether I'd be able to get from an independent. I've got one book coming this month that I cannot believe I'm going to have in my hand, and until it's in my hand I'm not going to relax. But it's a signed Tim Curry book, and I am a huge Tim Curry fan, so that's another book that I've bought from Waterstones, and I just can't wait for that to be in my possession. I'm trying my best, but obviously I'm not perfect. I still do obviously buy from the big companies, but I am trying to curb it. I will get better as time goes on, I'm sure, but please excuse the noise while I open these. Oh, that didn't work very well. I should open them before I come on camera really, but it's quite nice sort of seeing them at the same time. So the first one, I have so much recycling to go out soon. There's so many boxes here. I have Diana Henry, Around the Table, 22 Essays on Food and Life. I really like Diana Henry's books. I've got a couple on the Kindle, and I've got a couple of proper in your hand books as well. And I think her books, they're just beautiful. They're absolutely fantastic with some brilliant recipes. And there's her autograph there. So that's that one. And the next one, God, there's a lot to get through. How many? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Again, please excuse the noise. Right. This is quite a big book. Oh, this is Cat Stevens, I think. Yeah, Cat Stevens. On the Road to Find Out. Here we are. And there's him later in life. Let's see, we make sure we've got the autograph. Oh, there we go. Oh, and there it's just there. That's a very hefty book. That's going to take me a while to get through. Most books tend to be about 300, 350 pages, don't they? Oh, they always tend to whip through those a lot quicker, as you would with less pages. I'm sorry if that's shaken there. My coffee wobbled then. I'm sorry if that shook the table then. Okay, the next one. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. I have got every single one of her books and I adore her. I used to really have quite a strong interest in business. I started studying business management with the Open University, and the fellow students on the course put me off studying business for life. It was all about status and how much money they could earn. There was no morals to the business, and I grew up looking and loving businesses where there's a family story behind it, or there's, you know, it's built through generations, things like that, things that there's heart in it and they care, mainly community in it. And I really love businesses like that, businesses that have morals, businesses that care about their staff, businesses that aren't just about flipping cheap rubbish to make as much money as possible. And unfortunately, that is how the world is at the moment for the most part, and it really gets to me. And Mary Portas is someone that speaks out about that. And yeah, I've read every single one of her books and I absolutely adore her. And this is my first signed one, so I'm really, really chuffed to bits. There we are, and I can't wait to read it. Yeah. Ooh. And the next book, yeah, so I was going to actually, to go back to the business thing, I was actually going to do a degree in business management. But the fellow students really put me off, and it made me really evaluate what I wanted to learn about business. And I did basically the first year equivalent of a degree. I actually hold a certificate of higher education in business management with marketing through the Open University, but I didn't want to go on further to do the diploma or the degree, because that's the things that they were teaching you were very much about business on the global scale, and I have always thought about business on the more local scale. So I thought there's other things I could study. Fashion and clothing and textiles and environment as well. I've studied a bit. There's so many other things that I felt like I should pivot my time towards rather than global business, which, you know, obviously maybe I'm just a bit backward in the business world because of that, and people I'm sure would say that. But to me, if I'm ever lucky enough to start my own businesses on a high street, it is always going to be for me about community and heart as the core of the business. And I'd want my businesses to be something that I actually really care about, and the people that I hire I'd want them to be people that are passionate about whatever the business is about, rather than just a money-making thing, basically, which obviously is what business is at the end of the day. But it's hard, it's very sad to see that the heart has fallen out of business in a way, and I really hope that it can come back. But in the age of there being AI and everything being so depersonalized in a way and dehumanized, is that going to happen? Who knows? I hope there's a call for it. There is certainly with me as a consumer, and I hope there's other people that feel like that. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm rabbiting there, so I'm going to go on to the next book. Something I'm quite passionate about is business that has a heart, basically. Oh, I'm not going to throw that on the floor, I'm going to put that there. Oh, the amount of things that I have to clear up, because I'm just like, oh, just put that there, and then it just stays there for longer than it should. Oh, this is by Joanna Lumley, or Joanna Lovely, as I like to call her. And it's Joanna Lumley, My Book of Treasures, a collection of my favourite writings. I love Joanna Lumley. She seems like such a lovely person. And there's her signature there. Can you see? It's following me, isn't it? The camera. Yeah, and so that's another fantastic book for me to read. Now we're on to the third from last. This is another chunky book by the feel of it. Oh, rightio. Oh, this is Richard Osman, The Impossible Fortune. I'm not sure which number this is in the series, and I have all of the books in my to-be read pile. However, I've not made a start yet. I did watch the Netflix programme, and I have to say I was a little disappointed by it. It has some fantastic actors in it, but I don't know, it just fell a little flat for me. But this is the signed edition. Again, obviously all these are, and that's why I get them from Waterstones. And there's his signature there. Right, so I really should make a start on those. I really struggle with reading fiction. I always tend to be pulled more into the non-fiction, and I do need to, and that's why they're still sitting on the to be read pile, sorry, because I just always gravitate more towards non-fiction. I don't know why, it's really bizarre. I'd quite like to find something that I can, sorry, I'll wait until I finish, that I can find something that I can kind of drift away into another world and really, I mean, that was the great thing about Harry Potter back in the day, wasn't it? It just literally just pulled you into another world, and it was so magical, literally, and just fantastic. And I need to find something like that, like Game of Thrones as well, and also the Witcher series as well. I really like them. Anyway, I'll carry on. Oh, this is taking longer than I thought it was going to. I thought it would just be a short little bit at the start of a video, but I'm 10 minutes in and I still haven't finished showing you my books. So maybe I should make this just a standalone video. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. This book is by Chris Hadfield and it's called Final Orbit. I've also got the Apollo Murders. I think 1 or 2 before this one. I can't remember. I'll have to have a look. But I've got that as well in my to be read file. There's that there. And let's have a look for the signature. Oh, have I missed it? There it is. Can you see? It keeps following me. Yep, there we go. And the last book is a lot bigger. I can't remember what this was. There we are. Oh, that sun's really shining in. Ooh! I wasn't expecting this to be such a bigger book, but it is John Cleese of the 40 Towers, Faults and All, my favourite moments. And it's signed by John Cleese. Oh my God. 40 Towers. Oh, I loved 40 Towers growing up. Oh, there we go. There's his signature there, if you can see it. Yeah, oh, I love John Cleese. My father used to really love John Cleese as well. Oh, I should have, you know, if he'd have still been here, I would have bought him one of these. There's so many things when I'm looking through Waterstones now, seeing what new pre-orders have been released to order. I'm always thinking, oh my God, I would have bought that for my dad. There's some like cricket ones and so yeah, just sort of sports books in general. My dad really used to like those and those sorts of like biographies as well. And yeah, my dad would have loved this. Such a shame. Oh, anyway, so there's the books. I was also going to show you, I've got a few things that I bought from Hobbycraft. I'll just show you these now. I've obviously got those Wool and the Gang projects to start. I want to start filming the starter projects and then filming each sort of like step through them soon. And I bought these ones. These will be a bit quicker to do. I'll show you this one first. This is a little Christmas house that I'm going to decorate. It's a little Hobbycraft thing. Every year, every Christmas, I do an ornament that has, I write the year of the year of the Christmas, the year that it is, and I write the address of where we're living, and then I write everyone's names on there that spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with us, and that includes our pets. So also if we had friends or family that come over and they had a dog, or I mean, I wouldn't have thought they'd bring cats and they haven't done before, then obviously their names would be added as well. Every lovely, gorgeous human thing that spends Christmas with us gets their name written on the back of the decoration. And I've done that since we bought our first home together in 2009. And yeah, it's our little tradition that we do. And I love it. I love it so much. They mean so much to me, going back over them every Christmas when we go through the big box of decorations when we set the tree up. It's just such a lovely thing to do. And another thing is I really want to give macrame a go. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And there was just this tiny little kit. What I was trying to use up some vouchers on Hobbycraft, so I just bought these little things to have a play around with, and that's just a little macrame Christmas tree, which is rather sweet. And this one I'm quite excited about. It's a make your own wooden decoration Halloween house, and I saw it and I thought it looked quite Tim Burton-y, and so I was hoping to paint it sort of black and white striped with some, like, obviously the orange of the pumpkins and everything, and I really it looks so cool, and it'd be so fantastic to have that out each Halloween, because we love Halloween in this house. Every Halloween we dress the dogs up. It's literally just for a photograph, and they have their own little Halloween fancy dress outfits, and it's just so lovely to have photos of them throughout all the years dressed up. It's so sweet. And so it comes as a sort of flat pack thing, if you can see on the back there. So I have to pop it all out and I imagine glue it together and paint it. There we are. How cool is that? Oh, it looks like they might just actually slot in. So that's really fantastic. That looks like a lot of fun. I'll have to do a video on that. I suppose I'd paint them before I put them together. That would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Don't really want to try and paint it when it's all up together. Yeah. Oh, that's caught there now. So should I, because we're now at 15 minutes, continue on with this video through the week, or should I leave this here? I think the sensible thing is to leave this here and actually put this up as a haul video. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you're all doing incredibly well. I'm going to go back to my coffee, and then I've got some more coursework to do with the Open Learn that I've mentioned before in a previous video. It's about being a freelance creative, which is obviously what I'm trying to push my career down. And yeah, and I'll do some drawing this evening as well. That would be really fun. But first of all, I'm going to drink my coffee, take the dogs for a walk, and then I'm going to edit this. So I'll see you in the next one. I hope you're all doing really well. Bye.